Day one in the quarantine self-isolation house.
Is that how we're playing this?
That's like they do on Big Brother. Day one in the Big Brother house. Pia has decided to make a smoothie. She hasn't asked her husband if he wants one. Drama is a brewing.
This is the sort of gold you can come to expect for the next few weeks on our channel.
Please hit like and subscribe. So we are actually in self-quarantine, not 100% because we still got to walk the dog and stuff, but for all intents and purposes, we are now self-isolating as per the government recommendations, which is a bit frustrating from a work perspective. It has meant that we've tidied the house massively today.
Yeah, it looks pretty schmick.
It's looking good.
Yeah, so there have been some updates here in Australia. There are a number of travel restrictions in place, and they've just announced that anyone flying in internationally from anywhere has to self-isolate themselves for 14 days, and that's a mandatory restriction. Now, they're also saying that anyone who can should be sort of socially distancing themselves. So I think that's more what we're currently doing. We're not in complete isolation. We're kind of taking all the measures we can to stay home as much as possible and cancel all non-essential activities and events.
The kind of the thing that we've got from the government and the thing that we're seeing around the world is that if we can flatten the curve, i.e. prevent that hockey stick from really hockey sticking with coronavirus cases, if we can do our little part, and if everyone that can does a little part to kind of stay home and not spread it too much, the healthcare system won't be so overloaded, and that ultimately is the most important thing that we need, because if the healthcare system is overloaded, then it means that people that genuinely are sick will actually get turned away. And we're seeing those situations like that in Italy. Italy has a really difficult situation. Australia is tracking a few weeks behind that. So we are trying to do our part to get ahead of the curve.
We just think it's kind of responsible if we can to stay at home, right? So we've cancelled or postponed all our international travel for now. There's a complete ban on events over 500 people.
That I'm pretty confident that will go down to all events. I mean, I can only go by what is happening in Italy and other countries, and everyone that is kind of dealing with this well is really focusing on social distancing in a short term but an extreme measure. So I think that's where we're going to go.
Prepare for some vlogs from home. Can you guys give us like some fun ideas of activities we can do from home, because it's like the end of day one and we're already like...
I've got cabin fever. We are still on our fitness journey, which is it's taken a slight pause.
Yeah, we can work out from home. We've got yoga mats, we've got dumbbells, we've got resistance bands. Dumbbells?
No, we're going to do some yoga. All right, I think that's a good thing. Let's put our yoga mats here and here.
Okay, and my candle. I don't know what has happened, but all of a sudden, like 2 days ago, it was like the height of summer, like 30 degrees Celsius, really beautiful day. And now I'm freezing.
Yeah, it's 15 today. It's really cold.
It feels really cold. Oh my God, that smells so good.
We got these candles, was it from Target or Kmart?
It was Kmart, and it's the spice, chai and sage flavour.
Show the middle bit. That wick, it's got one of those.
It's got like a big wooden wick in it, and it honestly, it smells exactly like my yoga studio that I like to go to. So I bought it because I'm going to create our little at-home yoga studio.
I'm actually pretty excited about this because I do like doing yoga, but I don't like doing yoga at yoga studios.
Why? Because you're afraid you're going to fart?
I do. It's just, if you bend my body in certain ways, air pops out. And it's just embarrassing. I've never been to a yoga studio, and I own a company that sells possibly the world's best yoga mats. Isn't that ironic?
Well, I have been to many yoga studios, and... Wait, are you going sideways?
Yeah.
No, we need to face the camera.
Also, in very frustrating news...
Socks.
Also, in very frustrating news, as you can probably imagine, everything we're doing with Slinky has just kind of ground to a halt, which is a nightmare because that's our business. So, I apologise. I know a lot of people were expecting something to come out literally last month, and yes, so were we.
We've had some major delays. We don't want to go into it too much because it's kind of stressing us out a little bit at the moment. I guess all we can do is kind of sit tight and, you know, wait for this to be under control. And then we will kick off Slinky again because we've got some really exciting stuff coming at some point. So what we're going to do today is actually a yoga class by Boho Beautiful. She does these really good yoga classes on YouTube, so if you need some ideas of like workouts from home, that's a good one to turn to.
I've actually forgotten how much I loved yoga.
I know.
Because when we travel, we rarely do it.
You went through a phase where you did it so much and you were so into it, but I feel like you lose your flexibility so quickly. Like if you don't keep it up and you switch to like weight training and all that, you get so stiff.
It's the weight
really
training.
Feel stiff.
The weight
it's
training
the
is
weight
the problem.
training. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
So both a bit stiff, but definitely feeling more loosey-goosey after that.
I reckon if we do this every day for 2 weeks, we're going to be really good.
Yeah.
We don't actually have a massively overstocked fridge, as you can see.
No.
We resisted from doing what everyone else was doing with their bulk buying because that's just, it's a bit unfair on the people that actually need to shop week to week, like the elderly.
I know, we had this crazy thing in Australia where everyone went nuts about toilet paper. And I don't know why, I still don't know why, but everybody thought toilet paper was just going to be the most important thing that they had to stock up on. And so every grocery store that you went to was suddenly out of stock of toilet paper. So I think the whole panic buying is actually really unfair to, like, when you think about it, the elderly, when they're going shopping. I saw this really like sad picture of this old lady who was in a grocery store that was just empty and she couldn't even get like the bare necessities. So I think the whole overbuying and panic buying is not the way to go. We've just stocked up our fridge kind of how we normally would, just make sure we've got enough fresh food in here.
We actually just did our normal weekly shop. That was it. We didn't do anything different.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think even if there is like a full imposed quarantine or something like that, they do tend to keep the grocery stores open and you can always get deliveries and things like that. So I don't think the whole panic buying is the way to go.
All right. What is this stuff called? Nakula. Some of these bad boys. Chia seeds.
Oh, let's get these hemp seeds as well. Let's go, baby. Pop the berries in. Well done. Okay, spoon.
What? I just like to make sure I touch all of the fruit. Oh, me and Pia became registered first aiders last week or 2 weeks ago. We now can do CPR and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right.
With huge power comes huge responsibility.
That's right. Great responsibility.
I actually had a real meltdown because I thought, great, now that I am a person who, if I see someone in need, it's my responsibility, my duty of care to step in and help.
You're not a doctor. You haven't taken like a Hippocratic oath.
But it is still my responsibility. If I see someone on the floor passed out, I'd be a horrible person if I then didn't help.
I know, right? Can you do 2 skips of that? And a couple of Brazil nuts. Cool. So we have chia seeds, hemp seeds, vanilla protein powder, some Brazil nuts, and a bunch of blackberries, raspberries, and coconut yogurt. Thickums. Every day we'll do a different smoothie recipe.
We should literally do a different smoothie every day.
We'll do workout of the day, smoothie of the day. What else can we do at home?
Movie of the day.
Movie of the day.
Oh yeah, if you've got any movie suggestions, we kind of really only watch comedy. What did we watch yesterday? It was brilliant. Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah, that was definitely not a comedy. That was like...
that was good though. We watched the first episode. It was really cool.
Set in like 250 years in the future.
They don't call human bodies bodies, they call them sleeves.
Yeah.
Also, the podcast is coming back. We're about to record that in a moment. After you watch this video, it should be up either at the same point or within the next few hours because I'm editing both at the same time. So, pretty cool.
Yep. All things we can do from home.
We're actually going to play Words with Friends later online with other friends that are also kind of self-isolating, so that should be quite fun.
This reminds me of like when you and me were first dating but long distance, and what we used to do is set up like At the time it was Skype, so we would set up Skype dates. So basically what we did is we would go and buy the same bottle of wine, and then we would make like the same meal and have the same wine, and then meet each other at 7 o'clock on Skype.
With
and
our wines.
And like get dressed up and everything and have like a full little date, except we were just in different states.
It was so bizarre. When I look back on that, I think that was really weird, but I also think it was quite cute.
But now this is what we're doing with our friends who are like 10 minutes that way.
I also got a guitar. Let me show you my new guitar. I wonder if anyone would guess, based upon the colour, what guitar this is. And it took 3.5 to 4 months to arrive.
I know. So
I might turn it this way so you can't look.
All
Stay
right.
there, you stay there, you stay there.
Okay.
I love this, by the way. That is the best guitar in the world.
It's crazy.
Would you like a guitar lesson?
What, me?
Yeah, I can give the Pikachu a guitar lesson straight away.
Alright, let's go. Show us what you got.
So this is the basics. Today I'm just going to teach you a real simple part of the guitar. We'll do more every day. As I learn it, I'll pass the knowledge on to you guys. But here's part 1. That is a G string.
Groundbreaking.
Oh no, I think that's an E string.
Oh no.
I think I even messed up my joke.
Damn.
I think it's E-A-D-B-G-E. I'm not sure. But
So he obviously does not know how to play guitar.
despite now owning 2
Yeah.
really expensive guitars. So
He can play piano, but he's always wanted to learn guitar, so I figured getting him this gift might be an incentive.
So yeah, this is an actual, like, this is a legit guitar. It's really expensive and I really am grateful to Pia for getting it for me. So I'm taking very good care of it and putting it in the box every time I can.
So I think we need to consult with the Pika crew on a new crew accepted greeting. Should we see each other out in the street? It's no longer handshakes.
Greetings.
All right.
That is cool.
So
Who's
the
that?
top choices, contactless greetings are peace,
No,
hey,
no. Spock.
Spock. I think the Wakanda one was cool. It's Disney, right?
We love Disney.
That's what Disney says we should do.
I wonder if Disney will give us any work while we're sitting at home watching Disney Plus. If you haven't tried Disney Plus yet, you can get a 7-day subscription for free. Just swipe up here.
Okay. It's just delusional. We're just doing sponsorships now for the shits and giggles.
I figured if I do the sponsorships, I can just send invoices in.
Someone who is very excited about this new routine is Princess Muesli Pants. Aren't you, Muesli? Are you excited?
Oh, you're
You're just going to be hanging out all the time, 24/7?
She has been so clingy, like she's really pushing into my leg. And I think we don't normally spend like every waking hour with her, but it's been pretty much 3 days that she's been with us non-stop. Muesli has this weird habit where she'll sit right in front of you like that, and then just slowly nudge backwards so that she gets shoulder rubs.
She loves it if you scratch her little ears. Look.